G'day everybody and welcome back to Starcub Review. I'm your host as always, Starcub, and I got an easy one for you today, and that is a movie review from Netflix that me and my husband recently watched a few days ago. Wholesome family fun at the end of the day. I know this movie has had polarizing reception, negative reviews, people taking the piss out of it, but to be honest, that's not what I'm about. I'll give my honest opinion. And this movie was actually, and I recommend it as a good family science fiction action film. That's all I can really say. But before I get into today's review, I just want to give a big shout out to everyone new to my channel and subscribing so far. Thanks so much, guys. I really do appreciate it. It really does help. And it really does make me feel good at the end of the day, knowing that there are people out there that watch it and comment. And to everyone returning, you know I'll love and appreciate you. So I'm going to let the credits roll, the opening credits, and I'll catch you after that. Okay, I'm back. So today's movie review is going to be on a 2025 American science fiction action film starring Millie Bobby Brown, Chris Pratt. I'm sorry, my brain's on autopilot today. It seems to be going everywhere else but where I need it to go. Millie Bobby Brown, Chris Pratt, Ki Hu Kwan, Jason Alexander, Giancarlo Esposito, and Stanley Tucci, just to name a few. And the Electric State came out on March 14 to pretty much negative reception. There are a lot of polarizing opinions on this, and it's based on a 2018 illustrated novel by Simon Stullenhag. And it is produced and directed by Anthony and Joe Russo, and screenplay by Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely. Now, I can honestly say this film was good. It was good, wholesome, family fun. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. This is set in the 90s. This movie is set in the 90s, and it's basically like an alternate, well, sort of like what I would call war between machines and humans. And machines served humans, humans used to do all sorts of things with them, praise them, use them for work, use them for this to help out, and robots helped humans. But then somewhere along the way, humans mistreat machines because, obviously they're smarter than humans, go figure, and it becomes an all-out war. And basically then they're banished to what we're going through right now with the, immigration crisis. They get put in a section that's got a wall all the way around it, and that's the inclusion zone, where the machines all go, where there's battered and bruised, half-dead machines, all scrapping, out in the inclusion zone, basically, while the humans remain in, their cities and towns and all of that. But what really struck me with this one was it was quite fun. It had some good jokes in it. It was funny in some spots. But the acting also was really spot on. Now, the standouts that I feel that did a really good job is Giancarlo Esposito. He was amazing in his role. Absolutely amazing. He knocked it out of the ballpark. Stanley Tucci as the villain of the story in this movie. Yeah, he played it pretty well. I'll give him that. Stanley Tucci can play a really good villain. Ki Hu Kwan as an ally in this film. He was great. For what we saw of him, he was great. I cannot complain about his character. Chris Pratt, I don't like Chris Pratt. I don't like his acting. I don't like the guy as a, you know, as a human. I don't like him. I used to think his acting was great, and fantastic, but, you know, I will give him the benefit of the doubt here. His acting was A-okay, was cool, was great. But I feel like someone else could have played his role a lot better. And props to Millie Bobby Brown. Millie Bobby Brown was awesome in this film, although she felt stilted and a little bit stiff in parts of the film. But that's to be expected. I mean, she's still coming off Stranger Things syndrome. Basically, you can see 11 in the character in this film. It's like, it exudes 11, and it's really hard to get out of that. I feel like, you know, you're just coming off Stranger Things set and going into another film, you can lag a little bit. And yeah, if people watch my review and then go and watch it, you'll see what I mean. You can see 11, but she was great, and she plays Michelle Green. Chris Pratt plays John D. Keats. Ki Hu Kwan plays Dr. Clark Amherst, and he's also the voice of PC, one of the machines in this, who is absolutely fantastic. Stanley Tucci as Ethan Skate, the villain. Giancarlo Esposito as Marshall Bradbury, absolutely amazing. Could not fault him. Holly Hunter's also in it. Shout out to her. Whatever we saw of her, she was great. Jason Alexander is another one as Ted Finister. He was good in it. I didn't realize it was him until it gets revealed, and I'm like, oh my god, that's Jason Alexander, everybody. Holy crap. But the film was fine. There are parts of it where it does lag a little bit. And I feel like the film could have used more action, could have used more high stakes. But essentially, it's family fun at the end of the day. There are sad scenes in it, and it does pull on the heartstrings. Depends, you know, if you have a heart at all, really. But it is a good film. We did enjoy it. Now, was it absolutely fantastic, absolutely outrageous for the $320 million budget that they had for this film? No, it's just a good family film. That's all I'm really going to say about it. It's a good film. It's set in the 90s, so you do get a feel for 90s fashion. You know, it's a nostalgia as well, seeing like, oh my god, seeing fashions from the 90s, and how it plays out with the machines and humans. But not only that, but, you know, what people come to rely on so heavily and abuse can turn against them. It's also about human values as well, what we value as humans, what we don't see in front of us, and, you know, appreciate and stuff like that. And when it's gone, it's gone. But the technology that you have as well, you use it for good and not for, you know, nefarious purposes, or, you know, to deceive people and stuff like that. So it does have a good moral, but I feel like for the 128-minute runtime, it could have had a lot longer, I feel, because this film could have had a lot more action in it, could have had a lot more high stakes battles in it as well. But it was pretty good for what it is. I will give it that. It's a good family film. What do I rate it out of 10? I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10, purely for the fact that it was a great film. It's a good family film, and it's not as bad as what critics make it out to be, and some YouTubers out there that absolutely taking the piss out of it. It's not as bad as what they say it is, but you can make that decision for yourself, people. I mean, honestly, I read a lot of the reviews and stuff like that, and watched a lot of the reviews, and I just feel like some of the reviews and that just weren't genuine enough, I feel. And I feel like they were just, you know, taking the piss out of it because they could take the piss out of it. I mean, honestly, I just, yeah, I made my own mind up and I gave it an 8 out of 10. Me and my husband both give it an 8 out of 10. It was a fantastic family film. But other than that, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I hope you enjoy this one, and I'll see you all with a new video very, very soon. Don't forget, I've got 2 links below, one for my Instagram, one for my TikTok, so check those 2 out. And don't forget to click the like, subscribe, and the notification bell to keep up to date with all my content. And I will see y'all very, very soon. All right, guys. Ciao.